Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business, because what they would do is, I called herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that. Mark Eros and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? It's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to involve the DEA. Okay, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by the DEA. Inside the United States, okay? They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in their bottles too. It's not good. He drinks it all the time.
I don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster. This man is gonna go down.
This is incredibly disturbing footage.
He hosted what he called freak-offs, parties so brutal that the young men and women, from being drugged, they would be beaten, they would be raped, would sometimes vomit and pass out. They alleged that Diddy filmed it.
I've kept this very quiet for 14 years. I mean, it's been a very long time, and it was so hard for me to watch. And I cried for days because I just couldn't believe that that man was physically her like that.
Certain that the amount of stuff that we've heard about is probably not the half of it.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
Friendly neighborhood, international rap mogul, superstar, designer extraordinaire, actor. You know, I do it all, baby. My homegirl Cassie right here. She's a human being. That's what we all love about her. Sure will love her one day. This bad boy, we ain't never gonna stop.
There's no way that he was doing this alone. He was enabled. He had multiple EAs and PAs, and I have no idea who was his fixer. Like a Shakespearean tragedy, how this man is gonna go down.
And those are extremely difficult cases to defend yourself against. Very difficult.
What's happening now, Cassie opened up the floodgates. So the damage he's done to so many different people, and hopefully these people can move forward from this. Hopefully.
In my opinion, I think that they're probably looking at RICO or racketeering charges. Each one of those charges carries with it a 25-year sentence. Digital evidence can be very, very tiny. And so when you're looking for flash drives, you are going to have to start looking in walls, taking apart furniture, cameras, those kinds of things, cameras that are recording, those kinds of things.
Agents were concerned that Diddy or his associates were deleting evidence.
That was my tip-off to why this evidence was probably digital in nature, which is exactly why, in my opinion, they searched the homes simultaneously at the exact same time. My guess is that they knew that there was a chance that evidence could be destroyed or was going to be destroyed.
Ooh, that's my mama. Go mama. Oh. She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, ma? Mom's a single. I ain't gonna hate on my moms. She's single. Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah. She
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. Hey, mom, what's going on? You starting to cook, right? I said no.
We're gonna have a big Thanksgiving because I like to cook a lot.
Oh.
Ribs, fried chicken, cornbread.
Just getting closer for you. We love you, Mom. Thankful for you. Let's go.
People who say they attended his infamous parties and are not surprised by the allegations against him.
This is Diddy. Like at a Diddy party, he's always gonna be turning up. Y'all not at Diddy's house, y'all not nowhere. I'm just wild on how he's just able to keep all that energy. Sometimes they provide breakfast in the morning, and it's like you could chill.
The lawsuit suggests that the Duke of Sussex was one of the guests at Combs' infamous parties. Now Prince Harry has been named in a $30 million lawsuit against the hip-hop mogul, who is facing charges of trafficking and sexual abuse, allegedly attended by workers and underage girls.
No mother wants to watch what's unfolding with Diddy happen to their own son, but Janice Combs, Diddy's mom, doesn't have an option, and so she has finally broken her silence. Following his arrest in September on serious charges in a statement, she passionately defended the apple of her eye, describing the situation as a public lynching. Driven by lies, for her the narrative surrounding her son's case paints an unfair and distorted picture, and she expressed heartbreak at watching people make jokes and celebrate his downfall without knowing the full story or extent of it, although we only feel it. Gets worse for Diddy the more information spills out. Janice, on the other hand, emphasized that her son is not the monster he's been portrayed as, urging the public to hold off on judgment until Diddy has the opportunity to present his side of the story. She voiced frustration that many have already turned against him, not based on truth, but on a misleading narrative spun by the media and legal system.
There's a video, you know?
350. We out here.
We wanted to get the people out that didn't want to party. So we got the politics out the way. Yes! So if you with me and you know how, we got the love and the respect out the way. Now it's time to party. Party. Let's party!
If you don't understand what love is, just look at him. Look at this room. You know, if you in this room, that's what love is.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the legend Usher in the building.
You know, Puffy is somebody that I've been in love with. I looked up to him, and he taught me so much.
The applause should be for, but I want to say one thing. This man has been the motivation for this entire movement. Since the day I met you, man, you've been the light that has guided me.
Affiliated with P. Diddy.
Joining Diddy for his freak off.
LeBron just did the unspeakable. He went to a Diddy party.
Oh man, yo, you wish Diddy happy birthday, man? Where do you get the man that has everything, LeBron?
No, I don't hear anything at all. Nope. Definitely not hearing LeBron James on the subject of Diddy, which is weird. So why stay mum on your boy? That's my question. He speaks out about virtually every other topic. Nobody asks his opinion. He gives his opinion. He's lecturing us. He's called the king.
What new things have you found that maybe we should know about?
Everybody in the music industry and everybody in Hollywood knew about this. I don't know about the cameras that I would never go to, and I was warned not to go to. Okay, it's no secret. I knew about this guy when I was in Hollywood, and there's some other people that I know that have these type of parties, and everybody knew. Look at how many videos, and everybody praised them. It's not a secret. I'm tired of everybody playing this game. All the videos are surfacing with him and Diddy and all these people. Even Usher, he deleted a bunch of I think 7,000 tweets, deleted his Twitter account. Deleted it, right? Or took everything down, and then came back a day later and he put, account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. These demons hide in plain sight. Like Diddy, he said on Howard Stern, at 13 years old, your parents are sending you to a camp with a grown man, Pat. Are you freaking nuts? I don't care how famous he is. And then you got a video of Usher and Diddy in his bedroom with Kevin Hart, and he's interviewing him in the morning, and then he catches himself. And it's a moment where they're all laughing, and it's all a joke. And he said, I would wake up in the morning with Usher.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. Not, hey, what working for?
How you say that?
I ain't been in attendance.
We never been. We just asked him.
We just
Yeah, I mean, it was a party. I wasn't at one of them parties. I've been in attendance at a Puff party. You know what I'm saying? I've been in attendance. Yeah. The party I went to, it was girls turn up. You know what I'm saying? The regulars. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy. Did you know?
When you doing the line with you say, I ain't been in one of them parties. Wait, what party?
I have been to the house parties where there have been
extra police working as security, armed security. Think about it. Beyonce's on the other side of the gate. Jay-Z's on the other side of the gate. People are trying to get in that party. Every major celebrity, the Kardashians, are on the other side of the gate, where Tyrese is performing and Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher are swinging on swings. First Diddy party I went to was at Prince's house. So you want to go to Prince's house to the Diddy party. Diddy didn't let you bring your security in the party. That is the one thing that I thought was odd. I mean, I saw Jay-Z and TD Jakes in there, every major celebrity you can think of who may or may not get along. You know, I came one time with my security and no other security other than Diddy's security is allowed to be inside. See this unfold. My wonder is, well, why weren't people able to have their protection? Diddy is not the only person that has these parties where they have people ranking a bunch of women. What happens after everybody's gone? These guys want to have a bunch of women around, and what happens when you mix that with other things when the regular party goes home?
Diddy has been accused of numerous serious crimes. We all know those with an indictment that has left the former music mogul in jail awaiting trial. His ex-girlfriend, Cassie, also filed a lawsuit accusing him of AMP, which was settled shortly after it was filed. While Diddy's legal team maintained the settlement wasn't an admission of guilt, Janice argued that federal prosecutors have twisted this to appear as such.
Actor Denzel Washington had a heated confrontation with rapper Sean Diddy Combs at an all-night party back in 2003.
Now, what could tick Denzel Washington off? Who would want to tick Denzel Washington off?
Washington reportedly abruptly left with his wife, telling Diddy, quote, "You don't respect anyone."
Denzel Washington got into a verbal argument of some sort with P. Diddy and bounced and left with his wife.
This scandal is continuing to grow. Here's the story. Oh boy, those parties must be like the most amazing thing with all these A-list celebrities, all the cool kids, right? I want to go to that party. I want to go to the white party. I wish I got an invite. It was everyone who was talking about this stuff. LeBron James joined one of Diddy's Instagram live streams. Like I said, it's been very public for such a long time. Like, what happens? Let's start with the white parties. What are the white parties all about? People who have talked about this, you know, from Ashton Kutcher to LeBron James is talking about it. Is there more to the story here?
Like, you know, you've been hearing about these white parties for years. You know, I know there was some years they did them in the Hamptons, sometimes.
I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
That's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common privately. Sean Carter must stop.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. She doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. He was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line. The list of laws is ridiculous. Diddy was selected for this job.
The internal pain after being sick has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words, caused by and during. It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are. Some of the hardest parts are the shame and the guilt and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal, that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. My family issues made the pain even worse, isolated, and sometimes responsible for what happened to me. I was already going through a divorce at the time of I was also faced with disbelief and judgment, strain on my selection of men and relationships. I go through spells of being distant and withdrawn. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety. The trauma of has taken a toll on my mental health. It's been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships. Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts such as chronic pain and ongoing health problems and complications. I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Question is, what do I know about the video that was recorded?
Yeah, what do you know? Where is it now? Is it still?
There are many details in the complaint. It was taken without her knowledge and consent. She wouldn't have consented, viewed by others out there being viewed.
She acknowledged Diddy's past mistakes, referencing a disturbing 2016 video showing him attacking Cassie, but stood firm on the belief that the additional claims against him are opportunistic. Janice warned that false accusations undermine the voices of true victims, hoping her son will eventually be vindicated as the legal troubles surrounding Diddy continue to intensify. New revelations about his past interactions with Hollywood stars are coming to light. One particularly heated indictment involves none other than Oscar-winning actor Denzel Washington.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody. Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like that these are just trucked up charges. Not true.
When Homeland Security invade your house, you got problems with dudes with.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff; they were there to delete everything.
Oh,
like
that's funny.
with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers. Genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird. I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? Well, if he really was filming everybody, you got a wild party. There's so many different stories.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing that.
We're not involved in them. I was never Diddy.
Telling jokes.
Like I told you.
Having fun.
That's it.
Yeah.
Smoking dope, cracking jokes, making people up.
Hey, in Hollywood, you never expected they be having these mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you and look in the wrong room and and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a month to be at the mansion party. Is that two kissing?
I didn't like him because, you know, Sean and I were very different that way. He was larger than life. But at first, I didn't like him at all. You know, I didn't. I thought he was like...
See you getting back with Puffy in a little way. Look at
I remember you said
yes.
that. Yes.
Or in my mind, getting together permanently.
That simple history.
It's hard. It requires so much.
While Jennifer was upstairs, he was down there getting the fellatio from her.
Did she ever find out?
She no doubt.
Jennifer stands by her man and issues several statements to the press.
I'm going to be with him, and of course, I was showing the album at the time, coming out was Forever. She said, I want to be with him forever. She had a statement saying, I was with Puffy all night and he didn't have a gun. She just said, look, you know, I love Sean.
Even when he wasn't dealing with her, he wanted complete control over her life. He didn't want Kim to deal with nobody, bro. We would leave Jennifer's house. If Kim was out on the town, he would call a babysitter. We was going to every spot that the babysitter thought she was at.
What y'all shooting today? Oh, that's hot. What's this the last thing, sister?
And he has a problem with stuff like that. The math is stupid.
Oh, what? There ain't no shit going on, right?
Listen to me. Y'all hearing it from me, but Sean said it himself in his interview. Those people were testifying. They were brought to Puff first. You supposed to be my brother, and you got people testifying against me, saying that what they saw against Sean, what they saw Sean do.
So I go to a note, and as they saw me, the person who was in charge out there or whatever, saw me appear at the window.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
Right, and I was like, oh, I guess that was their cue.
Yes.
And they released like hundreds of doves, white doves.
Damn, Mark, did you go back with him?
No.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, but it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship. He had already been to the hospital. Think about that. And you still took Bieber there. You got custody of him first and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Diddy had already tried. Diddy trying to get it.
Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
Too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there? I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Today we filed a lawsuit in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, for our client, plaintiff Thalia Graves. In her lawsuit, Thalia, through her attorneys, sues Sean Diddy Combs, also known as the defendant. That defendant Combs and another defendant by viciously and violently Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act, forcing contact on the plaintiff, end quote.
According to a source who was close to Diddy in the early 2000s, Washington had a tense confrontation with the rapper at a party in 2003, long before Diddy's current charges surfaced. The source described the explosive moments, recalling how Washington visibly frustrated screaming at Diddy during the all-night bash, accusing him of lacking respect. The tension escalated quickly, and Washington, along with his wife Petta, stormed out of the party, reportedly upset after witnessing something unsettling. While the exact nature of what they saw remains unclear, Washington's departure made a statement about his discomfort with the scene.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this. I've been to lots of parties. What I will say is that one particular party, there was an artist there who said, hey, 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. Just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. The music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first, and I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And
since she died in, I would say, rather mysterious circumstances, a woman named Kim Porter. Now what happened was she mysteriously died of pneumonia at the age of 47. That Diddy had something to do with the death of his ex-partner and the mother to his children. Just when they are about to publish a tell-all book on their very famous ex, Diddy. It seems to be a collection of the diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's children. Well, guess what? It was just announced yesterday that Kim Porter's book is being published. It's a 60-page book. It was leaked by her friend.
Though Denzel has remained silent about the indictment, comedian Brandon T. Jackson shared advice the actor gave him about Hollywood parties. Washington had warned Jackson to leave gatherings before the devil gets there, a phrase that now seems even more significant in light of Diddy's arrest and the dark accusations tied to his infamous parties.